today's tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make this super fun yoga mat strap. It's a perfect and stylish way to hold your yoga mat hands-free so you can easily carry your water bottle or anything else you need to for class. It's a really fast and simple project, and I can't wait to crochet this with you. As always, you'll want to reference the written pattern as you follow along with this video. You can view the free pattern on my blog or grab the beautifully formatted digital version if you prefer to print or access your patterns offline. Both options are linked in the description box below. This project is fairly beginner friendly for the most part. The only parts that are a little tricky will be crocheting around the wooden rings at the very beginning and end of the project. It's easier in the beginning and maybe just a little trickier at the very end, but all you need is a can-do attitude and you can totally do it. To get started, here's what you'll need. 100% cotton yarn. I'm using Lily Sugar and Cream. This is a 4-ounce ball. If you can't find a 4-ounce ball, you'll need 2 of the 2-ounce balls. 2 wooden rings. I got these in a set of 10 from Amazon, and I will have these exact ones linked below. A 5mm hook, scissors, a yarn needle, and stitch markers. We're going to get started with a slip knot. Slide the slip knot onto your hook and pull to tighten. Now grab your wooden ring and we're going to make 9 half double crochets around that ring. So yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on your hook. This might be a little tricky at first, but just take your time. So yarn over, insert your hook into the ring, draw up a loop, yarn over, pull through all loops on your hook. You're going to repeat that until you have 9 half double crochets around your wooden ring. We now have 9 stitches, and we're going to divide these stitches equally into 3 sections, which will be our 3 straps that we will later braid. We will work each strap one at a time, starting with strap 1. Each strap will be 3 stitches where we will work back and forth in rows. So we're ready to begin strap 1. We can go ahead and turn our work and begin with a chain 2. That chain 2 is not going to count as a stitch, and it will not for the entirety of this project. So we're going to yarn over, starting in that first stitch. We're going to half double crochet across those first 3 stitches. And we're simply going to be working across these first 3 stitches only. So there's our third one. We can go ahead and turn our work, start with a chain 2, and then half double crochet across. So there's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. And that's all we're going to do for the entirety of strap 1. We're simply going to repeat that process. So turn our work, chain 2, and half double crochet across those 3 stitches. Repeat this process until your strap measures about 60 inches or 152 centimeters. For me, this was 161 rows, but it may be a different row count for you. Just make note of your final row count so that you do the same thing for the other 2 straps. I just finished strap 1 and cut my tail. I'm now going to fasten off, and I just like to pull my yarn tail through that last stitch, just like so. We're now ready to work on strap 2. We'll now be crocheting across the next 3 set of stitches only. So insert your hook into the next available stitch right after strap 1. Attach your yarn and chain 2. And once again, that chain 2 is not counting as a stitch. So starting in that same stitch, we're going to half double crochet across those next 3 stitches. So starting in that same stitch, there's one, here's two, and here's three. Can now turn our work and chain two, and we're going to half double crochet across those 3 stitches. And just like we did for strap 1, you're going to keep repeating that process until you get to the same row count as your first strap. All right, and I just did 161 rows. I'm going to go ahead and cut my yarn and then just pull that tail through that last stitch. We're now ready to work on strap number 3, and we're going to be working across the remaining 3 stitches. So once again, we're going to insert our hook into the next available stitch and attach our yarn. We're then going to chain 2, and once again, that chain 2 is not counting as a stitch. And starting in that same stitch, we're going to half double crochet across. So here's 1, here's 2, and here's 3. We can now turn our work, and we're just going to repeat that process until strap 3 matches your other 2 straps. Okay, so we have all 3 of our straps done, but before we move on to braiding, I'm going to weave in my ends right at the top, the ones that are at the starting end of our rows, just to neaten things up. Do not weave in your ends on the bottom yet, because you're going to want to adjust your rows at the end of the braid. But just to make things neater, I'm going to weave in these ends up here. So I'm weaving in my ends a little different than what I normally do. I usually go back and forth in the same spot about 3 to 4 times, but because this is such a little area, I'm kind of snaking my way. I'm kind of going back and forth a little bit in the same spot, but then I'm gonna kind of snake back and forth a little bit. So just weave in your ends as inconspicuously as possible. Whatever you do is fine, just make sure they're nicely tangled in. I think that looks good, so I'm going to go ahead and clip my tail, and then I'm going to repeat for the other remaining tails on this end. Okay, so now it's time for the fun part. It's time to braid our 3 strands into one large strap. So keeping the strands flat and the fronts facing up like so, take the left strap and cross it over the middle strap. Now, take the right strap and cross it over the new middle strap. This is our first braid rotation. Okay, so in contrast to what we just did, for the rest of the braid, we're now going to fold the straps over as we go. So then the back side of the strap will be facing up. So let me show you what I mean. We're going to take the left strap and we're going to fold it over the middle strap. Then we're going to take the right strap and fold it over the new middle strap. And that's all we're going to do. We're going to repeat that process all the way down. So we're taking that left strap and folding it over the middle. We're taking the right strap and folding it over the middle. And we're just repeating that process. So just to note, you want your braid to be firm, but not too tight. Just braid as evenly as you go, and I kind of like to stretch it out to smooth out the braid as I go. Okay, so I have braided down as far as I can possibly go, and you can see that one of the straps is much longer than the other two. To hold my place, I am going to go ahead and grab a locking stitch marker. You can use one or two, and I'm just going to lock those two straps together with my stitch marker. And so now we can deal with this longer piece. So what we're going to do is we're just going to use your yarn needle and you're going to pick out your little fasten off. So pick out that last stitch and then you're just going to rip back until that long strip is even with the other ones. And yours, maybe two of your straps are too long, or, just you want all of your straps to be even with each other. So I think that looks good. I'm going to go ahead and cut my yarn so that way my tail is manageable. And I'm now just going to pull that loop through my last stitch, just like so. So pick up your work, and we're going to attach our yarn to that rightmost stitch. All right, so I'm attaching my yarn, and then I'm going to chain two. And you guessed it, that chain two is not counting as a stitch. And starting in that first stitch, we're going to half double crochet across all the stitches. So you'll be back to 9 stitches across. So here's one. Make sure you get your tails out of the way. Here's 2 and 3. Just reorienting myself a little bit. And now we're going to move on to the next strap. So we're crocheting across those as well. So here's 1, 2, and 3. We have 3 stitches remaining in that last strap, so we're going to crochet across those as well. So there's 1, 2, and 3. So we should have 9 stitches and our braid is secured. You can go ahead and remove any of your stitch markers. And we're now ready to attach this to our other wooden ring. Turn your work, so grab your second wooden ring, and we're again going to half double crochet around the ring. Place your yarn feeding hand behind the ring and your hook hand in front of the ring. Insert your hook into the ring, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on your hook. Then going to yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch, and into the ring, draw up a loop through the ring and through the stitch, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on your hook. And just repeat that process across the row. So yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch and into the wooden ring, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on your hook. Yarn over, insert your hook into the next stitch and the wooden ring, draw up a loop, yarn over, and pull through all the loops on your hook. Repeat that process all the way across the row. This is the most fiddly part of the project, but just have patience, and if you don't like the way it looks, rip it out and try again. It's just crochet, it's not too serious, so I just want to make sure that you're having fun with it. All right, so I have made it all the way across the row. Pull up on your wooden ring to adjust it, and we can go ahead and clip our yarn. And we're going to fasten off. And I like to fasten off with a chain 2 here and pull it nice and tight so it's nice and secure. Now it's time to grab our yarn needle and weave in our ends. So you're pretty much just going to repeat that same process that you did before when you weaved in your ends on the other end. So I'm going to go ahead and do this off camera. So go ahead, pause here, and meet back up with me once you've finished weaving in your ends. There you have it, a crochet yoga mat strap. I really hope you found this tutorial helpful and fun. If you did, please let me know by giving the video a thumbs up. And if you haven't already and would like to, make sure you subscribe so you never miss a new video. Thank you so much for watching. Bye!